Welcome to the 16th episode of the Fourth Inning Podcast, the podcast where four friends, or in today's case, three friends, talk about their one love for sports. My name is Josh, and today I'm joined by my friends Tristan and Matt. No Blake today.
He couldn't make it.
Blake had a previous commitment. We obviously don't do this full time, so Blake could not make the show today, but that's all right. The show must go on.
He will be
That is
missed.
right.
He will be dearly missed. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at Fourth Inning Pod. And let's just jump right into it. I'm going to let Matt give you guys a breakdown of some of the top performances in sports from the past week.
Alrighty, thanks, Josh. I know we haven't done This Week in Sports in a while, so we have a lot of baseball to cover, actually. So I'm going to go back a few weeks and cover the championship series. I'll start with the ALCS. Tampa Bay Rays obviously came out hot, up 3-0, and the Astros actually came back and forced a Game 7.
I was surprised by that. I didn't expect the Astros
Yeah, I didn't either.
I expected them to win like one or two, but not three.
Not three straight.
Yeah.
I know, obviously, Tampa Bay won that series. Randy Arozarena, that man
Came out of nowhere.
He's good. He's good at baseball now.
He is good. He's apparently the world's greatest player, according to some race players.
Wow.
And with no spoiling, I'll head on to the NLCS with the Dodgers and Braves, another highly contested series, I should say. It went to 7 games as well with
Braves
the Dodgers.
were up 3-1.
They were up 3-1. I know Atlanta has something about blowing big leads.
They sure do.
I was really
sorry, Aaron.
Yeah,
I was really expecting the Braves to win.
Yeah,
I
that would have been a
almost said
fun
the
World
Falcons.
Series, but we didn't quite get it. The Dodgers, they finally came out on top in the playoffs, and
As many
they
people
got hot.
expected.
that set the matchup between Los Angeles and Tampa, the two really powers of both the American and National League. And Los Angeles, in 6 games, finally pulls off a World Series win. And I wanted Tampa to win, but I mean, it's still good to see Clayton Kershaw get a World Series and have some playoff success.
It's very nice to see the Dodgers win after the past couple years. They just fall apart and don't make it and win it.
Yeah, and Kershaw was, I guess, the focal point of Dave Roberts' post-game speech, I guess you could say. He made sure to shout him out because he's gone his whole career pitching gems, winning Cy Youngs without that World Series win, and he finally got it. He finally got his ring.
It was a real great MLB season, even though it was shortened, and it was definitely one for the books.
For sure.
With that being said, I will now move on to the NFL. I'll keep it pretty brief here. The Seattle Seahawks and Green Bay Packers remain the best teams in the NFC at 5-1.
Yeah, the Cardinals actually had a great win against those Seahawks was it Monday night or was it Sunday night?
I think it was Monday.
Was it Monday
Yeah,
night?
it
No,
was
Sunday night. The
Was it
Rams were.
that's
Oh,
right.
it was Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday night, that was a
The overtime. That was a really good game.
That
to
was
watch.
a really good game. It was a very up and down game because there was a lot of penalties, a lot of late game failures, I guess you could say. But in the end, great game, and that's a great win for the Cardinals.
Yeah,
The
huge
Cardinals,
win.
they're definitely a team to watch out for in the NFC.
Adding Hopkins this offseason was a huge move.
Helps Kyler Murray out a lot. He's really coming into shape as a great NFL quarterback.
Yep.
I'll move on to the AFC now. The Pittsburgh Steelers, surprisingly, they have came out as a Super Bowl contender with a 6-0 start and by far the best defense in the NFL.
Yeah, they look good, and that defense looks really good. So they're, in my opinion, I don't think anyone's stopping that team anytime soon.
No, they're looking good in every spot of the field. It's just they keep winning and going forward.
Yeah, I mean, as a Bengals fan, it's expected. And personally, I'll say it again.
We're here for you.
I think that the Bengals should sit Joe Burrow against the Steelers. I think
Just
Joe
so he
Burrow,
doesn't get
Joe
hurt.
Burrow is the Bengals' number one priority, and I know our owner doesn't really take responsibility for that. So I think Mr. Zach Taylor should really take it into his own hands and sit Joe Burrow to make sure he doesn't get murdered against the Steelers.
So you think they just give up on the game?
Yeah, we're not going to beat them. No way. No.
Hey, I respect that.
No chance.
Might as well keep your centerpiece healthy.
going into it.
Yes, and lastly, I'll move on to one of the funnier, lighthearted things that I've covered so far this year, the NFC East. Oh boy.
They look good.
Wow.
They are. I don't know if this is a stretch, but I think it's one of the worst divisions I've ever seen in my life.
It's rough.
I would.
What
have
is the
to
team
agree
in
with you on
first
that
place?
statement.
2 wins?
2-4-1.
2-4-1. That's
2-4-1.
That's just because.
And that tie was against 2.
the Bengals.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's just not good.
The
Yeah, I
last
know.
place is like 1 win.
Are the Cowboys in third? I think Cowboys.
The
are in
Cowboys
third.
are
Yeah.
in third place.
They
yeah.
drop.
Oh boy.
It's a mess.
They
And
lose 1 game and they get dropped down to third.
I saw this a bit before recording. I think the third place team in the NFC West is 5-2. And it's
Wow.
in every team in the NFC West is over 500, and it's a shame that those teams are going to miss the playoffs over NFC East teams that are just awful.
And then the Eagles I guess the Eagles now, but whoever gets first in that division gets to host the playoff game.
Yeah, that's
which is
no.
absurd.
That's
it is
not
absurd.
good.
It's just it's going to set up to be a really weird playoffs this year.
Also, what do you guys think about Tua?
Tua?
Being named the starter.
I think
It's
they should
going
have
to be
kept.
interesting.
I think they should have kept Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
think so,
think.
too.
At
I
least a
think
couple more weeks.
A bit of a
but
quick trigger, but I mean it'll be excited. I'm excited to see what Tua can do.
It's a respectable move to because obviously he's going to be the future of that franchise. So you got to let the kid get his chance.
Oh yeah, and with that will wrap up this week in sports. I'll now pass it on to Tristan for Let's Rank It.
Thank you, Matt. We're back with another Let's Rank It, and today we'll be ranking the top 5 fantasy football for performances of the past week. And by the way, it is a PPR league.
Yes, and this is week 7.
Week 7.
At the time you're listening, this is about week 7.
At number 5, Tom Brady. He got 36.86 points, and he blew out Las Vegas, 45-20.
Yes.
Very good game. He targeted Chris Godwin quite a bit. That was pretty good. I love to see it because he was on my team, but yeah.
Number 4 was actually someone we just talked about in This Week in Sports. It's Kyler Murray with 37.1 points. I mean, as I said before, he's really coming into his own, and I think he's really making a name as a future of the NFL.
Yeah, the overtime really helped him get a couple more points.
At number 3, I guess you could say one of the future stars of this league, a young rookie, Justin Herbert, 38.4 points. This young stud had 347 yards with 3 passing touchdowns and secured the win over the Jacksonville Jaguars. There is nothing to complain about with this kid's game, and he's looking good.
Even though it was against Jacksonville, I think he proved himself to be a top rookie in the league right now.
NFL wins an NFL win, and if you put up stats like that, you deserve to show up on this list.
He's making a run at, should I say, a Rookie of the Year.
I think he's a front runner right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a front runner.
He's playing a very good year of football. I mean,
and plus, the Chargers are getting wins.
They are getting wins.
That always helps.
Obviously, I don't want to say that he has a better supporting staff than Joe Burrow, but honestly, he just put up better numbers so far.
Yeah.
With a better O-line, obviously.
But they've both had phenomenal starts to their rookie years.
Yes, they both have. I think they're both obviously NFL stars, playing like 10-year veterans already.
Yep. Matt, who do you have at number 2?
My number 2. Or just the number 2, I guess you could
that's
say.
Our number 2.
The number 2
is Davante Adams of the Green Bay Packers. I had to play this man in fantasy this week, and
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. I think the person I was playing had himself a day. He was in last place and had himself a day, so I didn't really have an opportunity to win. Davante Adams had 44.6 points. So what do you have? 2 touchdowns?
2 touchdowns and 196 yards.
Yeah, I mean that's just pure dominance, and really it's just an outing that you don't see every week, and it's something really special. Tristan, what's number 1?
At number 1, we got Tyler Lockett. Huge week. He had 53 points and his career high yards with 200 with 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's absurd.
He was a fantasy killer. I can't even imagine being up 40 points going into Sunday night and
then he
losing.
scores 50.
Or being up 50 points.
Yeah, and he scores 53.
And still in PPR, of course, but still 53 points.
That's
that
is
insane.
I can't imagine being up
crazy.
50 points going into Sunday night, thinking you have an easy dub.
And then you look at the
Tyler
score,
Lockett.
and he got 53, and you
Tyler
lose.
Lockett ruins your night, even your week, probably.
Yeah.
That'd ruin my season.
That's a week killer, honestly. Oh boy.
All right, after the break, Josh will take over with Guess That Player.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Fourth Inning Podcast. And because Blake isn't here, I actually have the next 2 segments. We're going to start with Guess the Player. Blake would usually take this segment, but of course, I'm going to be doing it this week. Today, we're going to be doing NFL players. Basically, going to give you some basic information. You guys are going to have to obviously guess them just on that
Can I get my
information.
second win?
Hopefully. just yes or no questions, of course, as we should remember.
Yep.
First player attended the University of South Carolina, and he is in the NFC.
Jadeveon Clowney, I don't know.
No.
NFC North?
NFC, no.
East?
No.
Who?
South?
South
Yes.
Carolina.
He is in the NFC South.
Panthers?
He is on the Panthers.
Christian McCaffrey, I don't know.
No, man.
Robbie
no.
Anderson.
No.
It's not.
South Carolina.
Cam Newton's not on the.
No.
Panthers.
No, Cam Newton is not on the Panthers.
I mean, he did not go
Greg
to South
Olsen, I
Carolina.
don't know.
No, Greg Olsen is on the Seahawks. Good guess.
Really?
Yes.
He was on the Panthers, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Huh.
You guys can ask positions.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Quarterback?
Offense.
No,
How about offense?
he is on offense.
Running back.
He is a running back. Come on.
I'm just guessing. Don't think I'm getting anywhere with this.
Guys.
Oh.
CMC.
No.
Mike
he's-
Davis.
Yes,
Who's
Mike
Mike
Davis.
Davis?
Do you know who Mike Davis is? Matt?
I've heard of the name, but
Oh, he's a he's a fantasy monster.
He's
this
a
year.
guru now. He's
a fantasy monster
Yeah.
this year. So Tristan was 1 point early on the board. How about that?
don't get too excited.
I'm not an NFL. I'm not an NFL guy, so it may be a shutout. It may be a shutout.
No, this is not gonna be a shutout. I
It
know.
may
it's
It
not.
won't. You're gonna
All
get
right,
one or two.
let's move on. Player number. Yeah. By the way, feel free to play at home on the car, wherever you're listening to. I'm sure you guys might get him a little bit faster, but who knows? Player number 2. He attended Auburn, and he is in the AFC.
Cam Newton.
Yes.
Wow.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
There you go.
I was about to say.
Wow.
He was guessing him last time. He knew it was coming up.
Yeah. Auburn. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
All right. Well, Matt's on the board. 1-1.
1-1. Third player, he attended Iowa State University, and
Ooh.
he is in the NFC.
Does he play offense?
He does play offense.
Okay, that narrows it down. NFC East.
No.
North.
Yes, North. NFC North.
Matt Stafford.
No.
You think Tristan would know that though? Tristan, what college does Matt Stafford go to?
I'm drawing a blank.
You know, let's move on. All right, come on. Let's stay on
I'm
topic.
drawing a blank.
Quarterback.
Lions.
No, not on the Lions.
Quarterback.
No, not a quarterback.
Packers.
No, not a
Bears.
Packer. He's on the Bears.
Oh no.
Allen Robinson the third. I don't know.
No.
Nick Foles.
No.
Khalil Mack. I don't know.
You said offense earlier, Matt, so he would.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I forgot about that. Who
Oh no.
is on the Bears? Walter Payton. I'm just kidding.
Matt. Oh no.
Yeah, we're doing all time.
All time.
All time.
Oh boy.
All right, running back. We need to speed this up. He's a running back.
Oh.
It's not Mike Davis. I'm just kidding.
Begins with
Did it start with the D?
his first name starts with the D.
David Montgomery.
Yes,
Oh, that
David
guy.
Montgomery.
I know my running backs.
Wow. Well done, guys. That was smooth. Player
That
number
was-
4. Oh boy, this one's for Tristan.
Uh-oh.
This one is for Tristan.
no.
I expect Tristan to get this one. This player attended the University of Georgia, and he is in the NFC.
DeAndre Swift.
No.
Oh, Matt Stafford.
Yes, Matt Stafford.
Well,
No, he goes to Georgia.
yeah,
I know that now.
He goes to Georgia.
Well, you,
Answer my question.
you
Answer my
mentioned
question.
you mentioned the name last round, Matt.
He answered my 50%.
You still could have shot out a guess. No,
I didn't have time.
you didn't say a word.
I didn't have time.
So is it 3-1?
It is
Yeah.
3-1.
I thought DeAndre Swift was a good guess there.
That was a good guess.
Oh. All right, 3-1. Here we
So
go.
no matter what,
Final one?
Tristan has win today, but
Yes.
we'll
I would-
let Matt try and get to 3-2 here.
I want to get a tailor-made question. Quarterback, Cowboys, TCU.
All right. And finally, the last player. He attended the University of Georgia, and he is in the NFC.
NFC
Boy, NFC
West.
Matt Stafford.
No.
I'm not
NFC
wrong.
South.
NFC South. Matt, we just did Matt
Well,
Stafford.
he's in the NFC. Went to Georgia. Right now, I'm not wrong.
You are correct.
Well, you should have said DeAndre Swift,
I was
but
correct.
we already got Matt Stafford.
DeAndre Swift.
You are correct so far, Matt. But it's not Matt Stafford.
It's not.
You said Georgia, right?
Georgia, NFC
DeAndre
South.
Swift.
Falcons.
He is
Julio Jones.
on the Falcons.
It's not Julio Jones.
It is not Julio Jones.
Offense?
Julio Jones was to Alabama. He
Take
he
it.
is on offense.
Running back.
He is a running back for the Falcons.
I don't know running backs.
Ooh, I kind of know running backs, but the Falcons.
He is a little bit older. He is a little bit past his prime, but he is still a really solid running back.
Adrian Peterson? I don't know.
No, he's on.
He's on the Lions, isn't he?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
But this guy plays for the Falcons.
Yes.
Running
he plays for
back,
the Falcons, and he's
Georgia.
Running back, Georgia, Falcons. You guys are one step away.
Yeah, the next step is finding his name.
Oh boy.
What's his
First name begins with a T. Last
Uh,
name begins with a G.
Todd Gurley.
I totally forgot he's on the
Todd
Falcons.
Gurley is still alive. He is still playing football.
I totally forget he's
I only
on the
remember
Falcons.
that because he had a day against me in fantasy this week.
I'm sorry to hear that.
We finished 3-2.
I'm over it.
3-2.
It was a
even.
pleasure, Matt.
Pretty solid.
Pretty
Good
solid
job.
game. Pretty tough game in some ways, but it was a great game. I had fun.
I had
a lot of fun.
I had a lot of
loads
fun.
of fun.
Yeah.
My only chance of winning is when Josh is not guessing.
when
Yeah.
I'm not playing.
Yeah, this segment would have been over about 4 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Probably sooner
Alrighty.
than that.
I'm actually going to take the next segment as well. We got podcast predictions. We're going to be breaking down some of the Week 8 matchups in the NFL. We're going to start it out with, I guess you could say, the headliner of the week. We have the Steelers and the Ravens. Steelers at the Ravens, I should say. I think the Steelers coming to town, and I think they get this win. The Steelers, they're on fire right now, and I don't think that train is stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm going with the Steelers here. They're really hot. They're not making any mistakes right now. And Ravens, Lamar, he's not going to have a great game, but
Yes,
the
sir.
Steelers are just going to outscore him and just stop him.
I'm going to have to go in a clean sweep here. Pittsburgh Steelers are the best team in football. I don't even think it's close, and I just think it's going to be a low-scoring game, and I think Pittsburgh's going to pull this one out.
Moving on to our next matchup, we got the 3-3 Raiders at the 5-2 Cleveland Browns. I actually think Las Vegas comes into Cleveland and gets this win. Las Vegas has played the underdog role pretty much all year. They have a pretty big win against the Chiefs. And I think this is a chance to prove themselves yet again. I think they go into Cleveland, and I think they get this win.
I'm also going the Raiders here.
Really?
I think after their loss last week, they're going to come back hard and be aggressive this year or this week, and they're going to end up beating the Browns.
Yeah, another clean sweep here. Also have the Raiders. I think they're just overall a better football team than the Browns. And I think with Odell Beckham going down with an injury, that just is one less weapon that Baker Mayfield has, and I think that'll really expose his flaws.
Hey, they did pull out a win without him, though, against the Bengals last
Well,
week.
it's the Bengals. Come on.
Yeah.
They're a high school team. It's like
They're like
it's
JUCO.
like-
They're JUCO football.
It's like if a high school team brought in Tom Brady, and then that's what it was.
Are you comparing Joe Burrow to Tom Brady?
I am.
Oh.
Wow.
Actually, Joe Burrow has a better running game.
Well, I mean, Lamar Jackson has a better running game than Tom Brady, so does that mean Lamar Jackson's the GOAT?
The six Super Bowls is the difference right now between Tom Brady and Joe Burrow, but I think that gap will be closed very soon.
You think he wins Super Bowls with the Bengals, huh?
Wow.
Yes, I do think he does.
Bold.
Once
that's
Mike
all right, yeah.
Brown
Okay,
moving
let's
on,
move
moving
on. Enough with this Bengals conversation. Our next matchup is going to be the Saints at the Bears. I actually think Chicago gets this win against a high-powered offense in New Orleans. I think Nick Foles has a game, and I think Allen Robinson has a game. I think that connection goes off against that, I guess, pretty mediocre Saints secondary. I think the Bears get this upset. Even though they're 5-2, I'd still consider this an upset.
I think the Saints are going to end up winning this. Drew Brees is just going to have a great game, and
He's been below average this year.
yeah,
Tough
he
year
has.
for Drew Brees.
Compared to all his previous seasons, it's just not been a
He's getting
great
up there.
season for him.
He's
but
getting up there in age.
yeah,
I'm gonna have to agree with Josh here. I also have the Bears winning this. I think Drew Brees' underperformance is I don't want to say it's gonna be exposed, but it's gonna help the Bears really outscore the Saints.
Yes, the Saints.
The Saints, and I think that it's gonna be a really good game, a lot of offense, but I think Nick Foles pulls this out.
Yeah. All right. Our fourth matchup, we got the 4-3 49ers against the 5-1 Seahawks. I think the Seahawks win this game, and I think they win this game by a lot. I think they're going to come out hungry after that upset, I guess you could say, last week, and I think they blow the 49ers out of the water this week, having that chip on their shoulder and being at home. I got the Seahawks in this one.
yeah, I'm going Seahawks here. Russell Wilson, I think he's going to target Metcalf a lot that game, and it's just going to be.
You think so?
Yeah,
Even after Lockett's performance?
yeah. I think he still will.
He'll
Target him more than Lockett.
He'll spread the wealth.
Yeah.
Another clean sweep here. Also have the Seahawks. I think they're going to come out really playing with a purpose, you could say. And I think as the Seahawks are still one of the best teams in the NFL, I think that the Seahawks will run the table. I think the 49ers are still a legitimate football team.
You think
but
the Seahawks run the table?
I think they'll win pretty good.
But run the table means win out.
Oh, well, yeah, sure. Yeah, Seahawks are going to win out.
Seahawks go 15-1. You heard it here. You heard it here first from Matt. That's bold.
Yes, sir. They're going to win out.
All right.
All right, and finally, our last matchup the biggest matchup in NFL history, I guess you could say. This matchup has so much at stake. The 2-5 Cowboys against the 2-4-1 first place Eagles. I don't even know where to start here. Who's the Cowboys quarterback this game?
I don't know.
Is it?
What's
It's
his name?
DiNucci.
DiNucci.
Ben DiNucci.
Ben DiNucci.
I like that name.
Very good.
What if that guy's just like a stud?
What if he's just crazy? That would be.
And he was sitting behind Dak Prescott and Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
I don't know how much better he can be than Andy Dalton now, because Andy Dalton is a legend.
Not in the Cowboys. Not in the Cowboys uniform. He's not.
Not in the Stars. No.
Prediction. Cowboys, sure. I know. I got Eagles in this game. I don't have a reason why, but I think the Eagles win it. That's my prediction. What a terrible game.
I don't even know who to pick here. It's the final score might be like 16-13. It's not going to be high scoring.
I'd say like 8-7.
8-7.
Cowboys are going. I think the Eagles. They're going for 2 and they're going to win this game.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you both. I think the Eagles are also going to pull this off. The Cowboys are just abysmal this year, and I really think that the Eagles, they're also terrible.
but they're in first place.
They are in first place, and I think that trend is going to keep up. So I think the Eagles will win this game and prove themselves as a still not good team.
But still be in first place.
They will still be in first place, even though they'd be in last
place.
They'd be in last place in like half the divisions.
Yeah.
Yes, they would.
They
be.
would.
But they're in first place in NFC East because the NFC East is the NFC East.
Oh boy, yeah, that's
just not good.
Alrighty, let's move on. Actually, we're not going to move on. After the break, I guess you could say, we have on this day in sports, and as always, Douglas's hot take. Welcome back to the Fourth Inning Podcast. And before I hand the floor to Matt for his hot take, on this day in sports, October 29th, 2014, the San Francisco Giants beat the Kansas City Royals in a close Game 7 at Kauffman Stadium to secure the Giants' third title in 5 years. They fell off the map.
They fall off the map. And I can't say I'm too sad to see it. Honestly,
This was Pablo Sandoval's prime.
It
was. Yeah.
Is he gonna retire soon?
He's still in the league. He's still somewhere. I think he's on the Braves, I believe.
Yeah, he is on the Braves.
Is he on the Braves?
I think so. That's so pointless to have him on
the legacy continues for Panda.
Yes,
Panda.
it does.
It does.
And now I will hop into Douglas's hot takes. You all know the rules. This is when I deliver an unpopular. Didn't even let me finish the rules.
All right.
You
seem sad.
The bell,
they know the rules.
The bell does it on its own.
Yeah, they know the rules. Of the
I was
hot
expecting
take.
it soon.
Actually, we gotta. What do you think? We'll take the average of me or Tristan and I's scores, and that'll be Blake's score.
Okay.
So we'll compare it to other weeks.
Yeah.
Matt, what is the joke?
Fair. All right. I'm a bit nervous about it.
Don't be nervous. It's just two of us because
Yeah.
we're missing the fourth.
Yeah, my friend announced that he had a sport exclusively for animals with large, colorful beaks. I responded, 2 can play that game.
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Because it's a toucan, the bird.
Oh, no.
2 can play that game.
3.2.
3.0. You laughed at it.
I did not laugh.
Why are you laughing right now?
How bad it was.
That makes it good.
Matt, I'll give you a 5.4.
Thank you. That's a respectable score.
And for Blake, that's a 4.3.
Add them all together.
That is a 12.9 out of 30.
Not bad. Not my worst performance.
No.
Are you sure?
I mean, you're laughing. You're dying right now. 3.2? 2 can play that game. You're laughing.
2 can play.
It's one of my best deliveries ever.
2 can play that.
No, it's not one of your worst deliveries ever.
No, my worst.
That delivery was. Yeah. No, he had a somewhat decent joke, and his delivery was awful the one time. And you
Yeah,
got
I think I do remember because we gave them extremely low scores.
yeah.
Not
Not your worst.
Not my worst.
But not your best.
Not,
Not
my best.
close to
You're
your
going
best.
up and down. You need to have
see
steady.
that you thought it was funny and you gave it a low score.
No, I
Toucan.
didn't think it was funny.
Look at me straight. Two can play that game. Look at that. He's laughing.
Toucan.
Two can play.
Toucan play.
Raise
Toucan
it a point. Raise it up.
Toucan play that game.
I'll take that one.
Do
Really,
you want me to change my score?
really, no.
Too late.
The scores are final, but really, it doesn't matter about the scores. If I can put smiles on people's faces, that's all that matters.
There you
Wanna
go.
move on
Nope.
now?
No smile. No
Just
smile on my
no
face.
no smiles on anyone's faces. But I'll move on.
There's no fun in baseball.
I'll bring no fun.
Oh yeah. By the way, good luck to our Ryle High School's men's soccer team this
Yes,
week.
it stinks
Yeah.
that they don't play at Ryle, so I can't watch this game. But
We can watch the live stream.
I'll watch the live
We
stream.
will watch
and
virtually.
I'll make every effort to be down there on Saturday and support.
They got to get there first.
They got to get there first.
Not
believe
done
in
yet.
it.
They
We
got to
believe in 'em.
take care of the business trip we got to
Yep.
do.
They
Yeah.
got to finish the job.
They are still dancing, as we say.
That
Still
is right.
dancing.
Still dancing.
Dancing.
Matt, what's the hot
The
take?
hot take is that the Arizona Cardinals are a serious playoff contender.
I think they are. I mean, they had a couple rough losses against the Panthers and Lions so far this year, but they're really starting to go uphill with that win against the Seahawks and absolutely destroying the Cowboys, even though, Andy Dalton.
Yeah,
But,
Cowboys are the Cowboys.
but their schedule coming up is not that challenging. I mean, they got the Rams, Seahawks again, Bills maybe, and that's about it. Oh, they got the Rams one more time, but I think they're really going to be a serious playoff contender, and I think they could make a decent playoff run.
I think the Cardinals are a great team, and I think they will make the playoffs. But I do not see this team going any further than maybe even the first round. I think there's just too much talent in that NFC. Teams like the Seahawks, who they have beaten before, but I think they'll be a different team come playoff time. The Packers, even the Bears, there were the Buccaneers in that conversation. I think when they all gel together, I think those teams will just have an upper hand on a young Cardinals team.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, sorry, you got it.
Well, thank you. I think the farthest they'll make it is the second round.
Don't sleep on the Eagles.
Oh, I forgot the first place Eagles. I did forget the first
The
place.
two
Eagles.
5-1
What
Eagles.
if they draw a first round matchup
Oh,
with the
no.
Philadelphia Eagles?
Upset.
In that case, I think the Cardinals will win the Super Bowl.
Oh boy, that
That's
would
not
be
gonna be
that
good.
would be a heck of a show to watch. I really this year coming into this year, I wasn't expecting the Arizona Cardinals to be much than what they were the past
No.
few years, and that was mediocre.
And let's keep in mind, it is still early, but a 5-2 record for a young team like this is impressive nonetheless.
Yeah, only barely halfway through the season, you could say. I
Yeah.
mean, there's still a lot to be proven, but Kyler Murray, he's looked like I don't want to say a Heisman candidate because
No.
it's
You
not
know,
college,
he
but-
He's looking
NFL.
good,
but
but
he's looking really good. I mean, with the addition of some key receivers, I think
with
that really
with DeAndre Hopkins, that's a
Mhm.
big.
Yeah, they traded out David Johnson and actually benefited from it because they now have Kenyon Drake and Chance Edmonds running that backfield with also getting obviously DeAndre Hopkins back in that deal.
Yeah,
I don't want to rant, but Kenyon Drake's been terrible this year.
he hasn't had a great
He's
season.
been getting
but
He's getting a lot of yards.
he's been
Yeah.
getting a heavy dose of carries, but I don't think he's been getting much out of them, especially touchdowns.
He gets the yards but doesn't get the red zone production.
Chase,
fantasy owners like to
Chase
see.
Edmonds though.
I think is it Chase or Chance?
it's Chase.
Oh,
Chase.
I apologize. It is Chase Edmonds, not Chance.
It happens. It's all right.
It is completely fine. I mean, really, there's so many weapons that Kyler Murray can go to. I mean, there was a video of him. He's so confident. He has some good,
Yeah.
really mental aspect to the game. I mean, he was smiling, laughing at the Seahawks defense. I mean, we've all
As he
seen it.
threw a 50-yard
Yeah,
dime
yes,
to
I
his
mean-
star receiver.
Speaking of defense, their defense isn't. It's not terrible. It's not
they're young.
really
They'll be
good.
fine.
Yeah, but
They'll be good.
Kyler Murray's just gonna outscore the other team.
It's an adequate defense for the offense that Kyler Murray has.
As we say, it'll play.
It'll play.
Their defense will play.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope they would play. I mean, they got to show
yeah,
up.
they're just not going to show
They-
up.
they
The
gotta
de-
show up.
Defense bus is going to say,
Not today.
next week.
Not today.
But really, I do think Arizona Cardinals they're really a team to watch out for when they obviously put it together. Obviously, they can fight up with the best with them, and I think they have a really good chance of making a deep playoff run. Tristan, what are your final thoughts?
Yeah. They're in a tough division, kind of.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a
I'd
tough
say best division in football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think they're going to...
After the NFC East.
NFC East is best division
ever.
I think they're going to come out on top and be a playoff contender.
I think these Cardinals will make the playoffs, and I would not be shocked if they make a playoff run, but I don't think they'll make it too far just because they don't have the experience. This is a very fun team to watch, and I'm very excited to see this team in the future with the young talent and I guess stars, you could say, they have.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and with that...
Before you wrap it up, happy Halloween and good luck to the Raiders.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Get some
beat
candy.
South Warren.
Beat South Warren. Beat whoever
you
plays
play.
next.
It'll probably be St. X if they
Probably
get there.
St. X.
We don't like St. X.
We don't like St.
No.
X. We are going to win. Ryle Soccer, listen to this. Get motivated.
Yes.
It's a business trip.
Let's go.
We're not
Keep dancing.
yet.
Yeah, that's for you.
Yeah, get hype.
That's for you.
Go Raiders.
We love to make some noise for the Raiders, as you would know, with our buckets and air horns.
And sirens.
And sirens and all that stuff. I mean,
cowbell.
We're out there supporting.
If there's any Ryle Soccer players, parents, coaches, staff, or anybody listening, just know we all our Raider Nation's behind you, and we're really looking forward to the final 2 games of the season. And with that will finally wrap up this episode of the Fourth Inning Podcast. We hope you liked this episode. We hope you follow our social medias, subscribe to all that stuff. And remember to get 4% better every day. See ya.